Hello YouTube, I'm going to keep this video somewhat short tonight. We're going to go over a couple of things, just get right into it. We had the FOMC minutes today around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was, from what I understand, the minutes from the end of 2021. So yeah, the market did not like that. Did not like that at all. That's fine for us though. So basically what you're looking at here is the S&P 8-hour chart, which I have mentioned in the past is how I trade the S&P rather than the daily for just reasons just like this. So to elaborate on that, we actually had a signal to go short at the 2 a.m., which I just happened to be awake at the time. So when I was looking over my plans for today's trading day, I saw that and was just like, yeah, to hell with it. Let's switch to short here. And so I took my gain of around 100 points from our long position, and I went short. And yeah, it went pretty well for us, clearly, because you can see our equity value down here was sitting at around 83,000, and despite the fact that we have made 4 grand off of this one trade, we're still down by like 4 grand from where we were. So we would be down much worse if I hadn't made that trade. But this just goes to show you exactly what can happen with market volatility and all that. I'm going to switch to the 5 minute right here. So right around there, just like I said, 1400. That's 2 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, and that's a huge blip. And I actually forgot that the minutes were happening today while I was in trading. And so one of the things about TradeAway that's really nice is you can set your stop loss to lock you out for the rest of the trading day if you take like too much of a heavy loss. It's good for psychology if you're like not good at taking a step back and you're prone to overtrading, revenge trading, that sort of thing. However, it kind of bit me in the ass today because I was short a couple of contracts on NQ and one on ES, and I was doing pretty well. I had been shorting, it was falling down, and then all of a sudden it just wham, just went right up and slammed into my trailing stop, and so I ended up I was up a pretty good amount, and then it locked me out because of my drawdown rules. So I went from being up a pretty fair amount today to getting closed out at about negative $160. So it's not the end of the world by any means. That's I have that in place so that if I'm having an off day, it'll protect me. If I'm making really good trades and then I get greedy, it'll protect me. It's a really nice feature to have. I like it. This is a macro event, so it's hardly what you would consider a standard use for that whole thing. However, if it had gone up and then started to rally for whatever reason, how the algos, you never know what direction they're going to take the news in. Like, the news can be great and it'll still go down, or it can be bad but they'll still go up. It's always kind of a gamble with that sort of thing. This is part of the reason why I like trading off of technicals for the most part. But anyway, yeah. So I was pretty grumpy when that happened. But all things considered, a lot worse can go on. You can lose tons and tons and tons and tons of money, and worse things can happen. It's not that big of a deal. There's always tomorrow. And as you can see, if I hadn't taken this trade on the simulation account here, we would be down another 4 grand. But because I took it, we're not. We're still up to 79 from where we were at 59,000 at the beginning of our post-adjustment strategy period. So yeah, let's move on. So gold has continued to repeatedly kick me in the nuts here. So let's see. Could have sworn that I told it to go short yesterday. I don't know. Maybe it was I was on the 8-hour when I did that. Anyway, so we are going to switch this to short now. Yeah, that's probably part of the reason why the position is our equity is a lot lower than it was. So we have had a cross under yesterday at around 1814, which if we had been long, then that would have done really well and then done not quite so well. Gold, I've mentioned before, is not something I trade actively, so any losses that I take on gold, I chalk up to the fact that I'm ignorant of like how to really trade it really well. A lot of professional traders will tell you that you should definitely specialize in what equities you trade, especially if you're day trading. This is a swing trade account and it's simulated, so I'm being much more fast and loose with the rules on that one. So, but I know a couple of guys that are really good at trading gold. It never really did well for me, so I just kind of didn't bother with it. For the most part, when I'm day trading, I'm either on one of the indexes, except the Russell, not the Russell, or I'm on energy. I'm pretty decent at trading crude oil and natural gas. Not so much on precious metals. I've never been good at gold, either on swing trading or day trading. I'm complete crap at trading silver during the day, but I'm pretty decent at swing trading silver. So I expect that we're probably still in the green on that one, but we'll get to that. Moving on to the Russell. Oh, yeah, it's a bad time. So we have had a cross under here, and we went from being up like 2 grand to being down by 420 here. So that's fun. Yeah, I gotta keep this fast because we're still technically in today's session a little bit earlier than usual. I got stuff that I want to do later on, so I won't have a chance to really put any effort into a usual after hours video that I do. So moving on. Copper, luckily, we're still kind of in this range here. That is a cross under, however, I'm going to hold steady for now because we've been swinging around this support area right here for a few days now. So we could just as easily have a rally overnight and come back above this support area. But if we don't, we've been in this trade for, we've got a pretty good cushion here. So it would have to fall pretty far for us to actually go in the red on this one. So I'm not worried about it yet. We'll figure that out when it comes. All right, let's see. So I did the Russell. We're short on that now. Long on copper. All right, looking at oil. Oil was pretty much flat today. We have what is almost an inverse hammer there. There are all kinds of different names that you can call all of these different candlesticks. Hanging man, hammer, whatever. It's not really how I trade, but I think we're still in the breakout area here, which makes sense because we're still technically positive by a little bit. So we are going to stay long on crude, and hopefully this will go well for us. In my live account, I'm currently not holding any positions in oil. That's one of the downsides of TradeAbate's rules with all of the drawdown stuff, is that I can't even go into any other positions even if I want to. It just locks out everything, so I can't even specify the drawdown to be a specific instrument, which is why I keep separate accounts for my day trading and swing trading for the most part. But my swing trading, I don't have any dry powder right now, so I can't really do anything about that. All right, moving on to natural gas. Like I mentioned, for the last couple weeks now, we've been in this whole little, I've been calling it a base, really, but it's pretty range bound right now. We're currently long. We have long signals on both of our indicators here, and we are moving upwards. I think yesterday we were down by like 1,500, so we're up by like a grand today, so not bad. Yeah, we're up 3.26% on the day. It's not bad. Especially considering how leveraged natural gas is compared to some of the other stuff. It moves pretty quickly. Moving on to bonds. This continues to surprise me because I didn't think that the my T-bond futures would continue to perform this well on the short position. I'm extremely bearish on Treasuries. And I've been mentioning all these different support levels going all the way back here because that's how far we've come down. It'll be interesting to see how far this goes, but I still see us with some more downward momentum to go, so this will probably continue to be the saving grace of the account as we start to latch on to newly forming trends, especially the reverses on the major indexes, which looks like that's going to be coming up pretty quickly. So I'll be probably, once my account unlocks, loading up on a short position overnight because I think that the S&P still has a ways to go. It's gonna get pretty rocky though, so if you're gonna be trading and holding overnight, especially on futures, you're gonna want to be careful about that. Take your own risk tolerance into account for that. 10 years, same thing. This one was underperforming compared to the T-bonds, because it was much more range bound here. We got tossed in and out by the original script I was using, and that didn't help us at all. However, when we finally did go short right around here, that was a pretty good move, and we're currently up. All right, I got 2 more minutes. Got to go over silver because I don't think we have any more trades to make on this one. Yeah, it looks like we're just about ready to have a cross under. But going to hold on for now. We'll see how that goes. Like I mentioned before, a lot better for swinging on silver than on gold. I like it a lot better. I'm a lot more consistent. My accuracy is a lot better. The price movements are a lot less what I would describe as jittery. And yeah, with 1 minute and 30 seconds to spare, luckily I have covered everything. So that'll be it. See you guys next time.